Thank you, Divine Master, and for giving me this opportunity, Universal Life School, to spread the light through the Telos book. So we are in 8th chapter, masters. Before that, I'm going to introduce the master, the Adama master, the ascended great master, who is with us all the time, guiding us through these sessions to tell about the Telos. It's a Sabbatarian city under Mount Shasta. So we are going to just read a few sentences about him. Thank you, great master, Adama master, and the author, Arulia Louis Jones. Thank you, master. So it's a word from Telos, beneath the Mount Shasta. Telos, a Lemurian colony under Mount Shasta in northern California, is a city of light governed by a council of 12 ascended masters. And its high priest is Adama. Adama master is the high priest in there. The name Telos means communication with spirit. The citizens of Telos, formerly of Lemuria, are working towards the ascension. They can astral project to any location and telecommunicate to anyone in a locality of time and space. In Adama's messages of empowerment, he tells us our goal to become spiritual warrior, one who acknowledges the light within, and to reunite humanity into one human family. For once humanity feels God's love directly from within, all will be able to understand their purpose to be being on the earth and will cease to feel the separation of their soul from God's light. All planets are hollow and are inhabited by human life of one vibration or other. The sun is also hollow and it's not hot but cold. Our earth is hollow and contains an inner central sun. The governing city within the inner earth is called Shambhala. It is located inside the very center of the planet and can be accessed through holes at either North Pole or South Pole of this planet. The northern and southern lights that we see our skies are actually reflections of Earth's inner central sun emanating from hollow Earth. There are over 120 Sabbatarian cities located within the Earth crust. These cities of light are not far beneath the Earth's surface. As grouping, these cities are called the Agartha network. The inner earth beings are highly evolved beings living on the interior surface of the hollow earth. They are mostly ascended souls who have chosen to continue their evolution in earth's inner races because of the perfection of conditions existing there. Although Atlantis and Lemuria have become myths on the surface, the people from Atlantis and Lemuria are flourishing in their underground cities. The people within these colonies are people just like you and me, who are living in the third dimension just as we are. Our Milky Way galaxy is divided into 12 sectors. Our solar system is located in sector 9, and this sector contains hundreds of other solar systems. The Astar Commander, also known as Galactic Command, is composed of millions of starships and volunteers from many star systems and dimensions in our galaxy. The Galactic Command is a part of Confederation of Planets and projects the system of Milky Way galaxy. Their purpose is to assist Earth through this current cycle of planetary ascension. My twin flame is a member of Galactic Command and he guides me in my work of reuniting through awareness and communication Earth civilizations both above and below the surface. This author is Diana Robbins. She was telling about our twin soul. So from the Lemuria, they are assisting her to write. I mean, the Adama great also channeled this author, but her twin flame also helped her in this the points written here. Earth civilizations both above and below the surface. Astar is the configuration of planets commander for our sector. The Silver Fleet oversees our solar system and as its spaceport inside of Mount Shasta. Hanton, who is from Telos, is the name of the commander of the Silver Fleet. It is primarily the people from the Sabbatarian cities who serve on the Silver Fleet. Welcome from the configuration of planets. Know who you are. Know you are on the great galactic mission. Know we all travel beside you as one. Welcome from Adama. Greetings from Telos. We have been telecommunicating with Diana, giving her message to publish on our behalf. We urge you to read the messages in our book, for its purpose is to awaken you to our existence, to bring to the awareness the full consciousness of cetaceans and to sound call to awaken to the world around you. So this is also another book, like Telos book written by Diana Robbins. She also lives in California, Masters, and she's on the Earth planet now, and she has a YouTube channel also. So she also wrote the channeled messages from the great ascended master Adama Master and her twin flame. So these are direct messages from the Adama Master, and we are reading like Telos Volume Revolutions of the New Lemuria, Chapter 8, Masters. So all of you be in the meditative state, Masters, or if you are traveling, you can just listen to the this audio. So we are in like from yesterday, we are in chapter 8, page 70. And this is the book, Masters. Tell us the same book which is displaying on the monitor. It's the same book. So
Right.
whenever, whenever
Okay.
you, Masters, please mute yourself. Whenever you are looking for someone to give you the love that you are not willing to give to yourself, you create need. You must embed the appropriate balance to attract the type of relationship you want. For our relationship will be based on the readiness rather than oneness. This is, my friends, will never work, at least not for very long. Remember that in an unsatisfying relationship, both partners mirror for each other imbalance of neediness, of ownership, of unrealistic expectation, control, manipulation, and so on. So know the entire litany of complaints about relationships in your dimension even better than we do. Whenever people are whole and complete within self, with balanced feminine and masculine energies, they are in love with themselves. With themselves, and do not need someone to help to fulfill them emotionally. They feel all happy and successful. They exude the joy of life with or without a partner. They do not feel the emptiness within that being needy out of balance produces. When this balance is achieved, then only this will be I am of your being, the call for the right relationship to appear in your life in alignment with your desire and your present pathway. This divine union with the twin flame of your heart can manifest in your life only by the permission of your higher self. In Telos, we honor ourselves with none of us would accept our settlement for a relationship that is less than 100% fulfilling on all levels. In our society, we consider each other's equals, we honor each other's divinity and soul path. Though your, though your society is gradually changing and women are now opening to their feminine potential as equal partners, there are still too many women who tolerate inequality as well as verbal and physical abuse. Too many of you do not feel it worthy of being loved and you tolerate beatings, deprivation, violation of your integrity and freedom. Too many of you still think that this is what you deserve, or you perceive abusive relationship as a normal way of life. Even in the USA, this consciousness still exists for many. It exists even more tragically in several countries on this planet where women have absolutely no rights. You know what and where I mean. You have seen it in your newspapers and television news. In our society, all our involved societies, men and women consider each other as two aspects of God. The woman represents the aspects of the divine mother, and the man represents the divine father. There is honor and respect between couples at all times. This does not mean that they always agree, but even when there is a difference of desire or perceptive, they honor each other's viewpoint and do not fight or argue over it. They do not have this kind of attachment to being right or wrong, and they do not love each other any less because of their differences perspective. Couples spend as much as time together as they wish. They have all the time they want to nourish, love, and show their appreciation for each other as partners. Because we work approximately 20 hours a week and the rest of the time we are free to our time as we wish, couples have much time to enjoy each other's company in their homes, in the many social and artistic gatherings in our community. They are never short of time to nourish each other in many creative ways. They love to lavish each other with this little attention, tenderness, and affection. They express their sexuality and intimacy with each other when they choose, always in beautiful, relaxed atmosphere. Relationships in telos are not subject to the physical hardships of survival and the financial difficulties that you have to deal with in your society. Relationships between men and women do not have the same level of stress, and it is easier for couples to be constantly loving and harmonious. Because of our love, our mature consciousness, and our honoring of the earth, there is a constant flow of supply from the universe to fulfill our needs. This is what are moving towards in a very near future. We do not have to earn money to pay rent or feed the children or pay medical bills or taxes. All commodities of life are free for everyone. The tyranny of earning money in your world will soon come to an end, hopefully within next 10 to 12 years, and your overall stress will be diminished greatly. Uh, uh, Arulya Master is asking Adama Master about this. Tell us about relationship of young adults and teenagers in Telos. Experimentally, relationships are also permitted whenever young people reach a certain age and their hormones become active. We do not force them to suppress their natural desires. When they reach the age of 13 or 14, they are allowed to experiment with each other under the supervision of the priesthood. These wise teachings prepare our youth to express their maturity and responsibility. They are allowed to go out on their experience, own and experience what they have taught, expressed purity, joy, and delight in each other. Eventually, their youthful need to experience with more than partner diminishes until there is a mature desire for commitment. In this way, our young adults in Telos are free to experiment with their and as a part of their maturing process. This comes in a time when two souls who wish to unite to make a commitment. It usually a commitment for greater growth, not necessarily with the goal of permanence. When two souls wed in a committed marriage, they honor each other as a part of the divine bond. Rarely do these relationships experience much stress, and they must last from several hundred to several hundred years. Several years to several hundred years. If or when both parties feel completion in their experience together, they part in a very friendly and loving manner and in the harmony of mutual agreement. They say to each other, "Thank you, my dear. It was wonderful to have this opportunity for growth within you. Thank you for the love, the tenderness, and the affection we have shared, and the spiritual growth and the wisdom we have gained. We shall remain friends as we wish to go our separate ways to our next experience of life and soul evolution." Partners in Telos very loving towards each other. When two souls are committed in marriage for a long time, experiencing great love for one another after hundreds or thousands of years together, they are usually twin flames. Sooner or later, the couple applies to the Lemurian Council for permission to enter into the scaled marriage. These unions are permanent and remain together as long as they both live in this dimension. Tell us how partners express their in Telos. In a sense, our bodies are not as physical dense as yours, and we can merge with each other in deep and deeper more way. When we unite, we merge our physical bodies as well as our chakras in the union of love. We regard this act as a union with the divine, and all of our chakras participate, always in alignment with the heart, which brings much expanded experience. Is based on engaging fires of the heart first. In an expression on the surface, you mostly engage only the first two chakras of creativity and survival. For the real in love with each other, you can engage the heart chakra as well. In Telos, we would never engage or act for the purpose of gaining favors or manipulative reasons. Because of our level of evolution, we have many more chakras activated than you do. We have 12 main chakras fully activated as well as of their 12 sub chakras. This means 144 chakras are engaged in expression. When two people merge together as the divine feminine and divine masculine in an expression of divine love, the energy of love resonates through the whole solar system. It is felt by the Father and Mother God. It becomes an act of union of hearts merging with the Creator energy. This is how we view our expression of love. Distorted practices. For a long time, we watched from the highest level to the lowest level. We encourage you to re-evaluate the negative emotional repercussions of encounters holding little or no love for each other. There are still countries where a woman's clitoris is removed when she is very young to ensure that she will never experience any pleasure. Her goddess aspect totally denied. In entire cultures, women have been denied pleasure by the male energy and by those who have manipulated your planet genetics by mixing with pregnancy. Let me add something else. So many women on this planet have turned off their expressions and their God energies because they have been abused, misused, discredited, violated, repressed, and dishonored. In the past ages, women in general felt they were a little of value behind service as an object or a material position for men's physical and emotional needs. It is now the time for both genders to heal those deep-seated wounds. The bringing forth of children. Be totally free to enjoy our expression without burden or apprehension of unwanted pregnancies. Pregnancies manifest only when a soul is invited by the intention to evolve in our community. The pregnancy then takes place energetically in the subtle body and manifests physically. Only in scared marriages a couple allowed to bring forth children. When a couple makes a decision to have a child, they go to the temple to discuss their intention with the head priest and apply for permission to receive this privilege. Only couples who have attained this high spirituality maturity are allowed to bring forth souls into incarnation. This is the way it is in all enlightened civilizations. When the permission is granted for a couple to bring forth a soul in our community, it is considered a very scared calling. The parents to be are in direct connection with one or more candidates from the light realm for that special privileges. Once the candidate is chosen, many meetings takes place at the inner level between the incoming soul and the future parents. There is approximately 6 to 12 months of preparation for conception. Soul path and the purpose are studied carefully until it all readiness for that scared commitment. It would be unthinkable in our society to bring a child into incarnation without first implementing the highest and most complete preparations. When we are totally aware of the impact the birth of a new soul will create in our community, when the soul is conceived, the gestation period is 12 weeks. The parents temporarily move to the temple for full-time preparation for the event. During that time, the parents to be lavish each other with the purest love they are capable of as a couple. They listen to the music that elevates their vibration and surrender themselves into existing beauty. The members of the temple priesthood honor and welcome the soul who is destined to become part of our community. Our children are always wanted and desired. During the gestation period, the soul waiting to be born feels fully the love and of the parents and of the community. Our children are born slightly larger than yours and they grow more rapidly. They also grow in wisdom and knowledge. Though they may experience some of the difficulties children do on the surface, especially at puberty, we have many ways to assist them to mature and grow through their problems. Each child's pathway is always honored and each child receives all the attention she requires. Is there anything that you can share with those of you in the third dimension, how we can evolve into the same state of consciousness? The author Aurelia Louis Jones is asking the Adama Master about the third dimension, how we can like into the same consciousness state. Well, it is coming, dear one. It is coming with increased awareness and awakened consciousness. Those who are reading our information are grasping the meaning and want to create this kind of life for themselves. They want to live in this kind of enlightened society. As you are aligning with these principles of higher consciousness, you are all creating it. It will evolve in the coming years. You are creating it. It will evolve in the coming years. In the near future, more and more people will open their consciousness to the information we are sharing. As this number increases, you will see things start to change rather rapidly. You know that intentions create reality. When enough people desire change and formulate firm intentions to create a new reality for themselves and for humanity, it will simply happen. It is important at this time that each one of you becomes an ambassador of love, peace, and harmony for yourself, for humanity, and for the planet. It is important that you begin sharing the information that you feel makes a difference in your lives with those around you. That is like sharing, master, sharing the knowledge. Everybody should share the knowledge, what we got. The time to be silent in your cocoon is over. You all need to shine your love, your light, and your knowledge or to all those on your pathway. So whoever want to come into this enlightenment, so we have to share the light, love, and everything so that it's going to spread around the world. So Adama Master also telling this. The more you shine and radiate your new understanding, the more it will expand within you and the planet. This is how evolution moves. We have noticed among the people of the French population who have read our books that there is been a quite shift in awareness and substantial increase of desire for enlightenment living. As I have also seen masters in French community, lot of people into like divine consciousness. Whatever path they take, they have grown more into enlightened way. We have also noticed men and women honoring each other more. Everyone will have to start embracing their divinity and balancing their polarities, whether they are in male or female body. Do you understand that when you are aligned with your inner polarities and you meet someone who is similarly aligned with, you will make new experience in relationship that will bring you much more satisfaction. Right knowledge and information create food for the soul that brings transformation. As more people becomes aware and open their hearts to these concepts, the 100th effect will reach the mass consciousness. Watch for the leaps in consciousness and life cycle that people on this planet will embrace in few years time. So this book is written in like 2008 or 9 masters, so it should be like more than 15 years. So I think it's evolving, like the knowledge is spreading around the world. Thank you, Adama Master, the great ascended master. The great number of people who embrace this type of information, the faster higher consciousness will evolve for humanity. These concepts of divine law are now in embryonic state in the heart of few. As you share your new discoveries with those who are open to it, they will germinate and grow. Once enough people hold the desire in their heart for this mankind of leap in consciousness, it is just a question of informing a sleeping population through writings and teachings and bringing recognition of the truth that have been hidden from you for so long. As the population wakes up to their spiritual destiny, you will experience a tremendous acceleration of light for manifesting the promised golden age of life, peace, enlightenment, and prosperity for all in your world, and means Earth planet. Begin to consider your bodies as a magical forms. See them as the most versatile machines that were never created that were ever created, that can do all you want them to do without a pain or limitation. Adama, the great ascended master. Learn the lessons of harmlessness. Neither by word nor thought nor feeling will you ever inflict evil or harm upon any part of life. Know that action and physical violence will keep you in realm of pain, suffering, and morality. Maha Chauhan, the Paul of Venitan. This is a message from Maha Chauhan. So we are into 9th chapter, masters. 9 chapters. Chapter 9, the animals in Telos. In Telos, we have many species of animals and we save from extinction. When we know our continent was going to destroy and we quite build our underground city to preserve our lives and the ancient records of our civilization, we also saved a few every species of animal in the existence at the time. In this regard, we can be compared to earlier, but expanded version of the biblical story of Noah, who saved in the patent version of the is ark for 2 members of every species prior to the sinking of Atlantis. Most of these are alive in our care to this day, except for those who have chosen as species to return to their place of origin. The demise of Lemuria came about 1200 years prior to the sinking of Atlantis. At that time, many species of animals present prior to the destruction of our commitment were already extinct from the surface. We say to you that animals embody again and again just like you do. Their embodiments are always extensions of much larger whole. All of us, including animals, are extensions of a such vast being of light. So vast and so wondrous that you will stand in absolute amazement the day you open to the understanding of your true divinity. The concept of multidimensional remains very difficult to fully comprehend within the limitations of a third-dimensional mind. God in his beingness and true nature of love is constantly creating and forever expanding himself in a wider and wider spectrum and variety of manifestation. The animal kingdom is just among many of those infinite expansions all our part of God, dear ones all. When you allow yourself to hurt one part of life, God, you are hurting the whole, including yourself. On the inner planes, all animals have great intelligence are not accurately represented in current awareness. Some of them rule worlds and planets. Animals live in many dimensions. All animals have an our soul or higher self as humans do, but it is of slightly different nature. They are created as a part of kingdom that is not the same as your kingdom. As a part of the kingdom that is not same as your kingdom. Thus, they are all extensions of much larger body of consciousness, another aspect of divinity. Consciousness extends itself from the highest level of Godhead to the lowest level of the dimension of rocks and minerals, all gods in various expressions. The higher the dimension, the greater is the understanding of love and the more expanded in awareness. Animals share your planet with you because, like you, they have chosen to come here to experience the third dimension. They have also come as helpers and teachers to assist mankind in many ways you do not understand. Just because they choose to come in this body that differs from yours does not make them inferior to you. Even if they were, there is no such moral or spiritual justification for the way many animals are presently treated on Earth's surface. Their bodies are just as overtone lower than yours in third dimensional expression. Uh, there is not the difference you have been taught to believe for so long. Many humans on the surface have used this excuse as a passport for animal exploitation. In your limited understanding, you have allowed yourself to see many species of animals as the commodities to be used for selfish means or profit. The golden rule needs to be applied for all sentient beings, not just for the human mankind. In order to move forward on the platform of our own evolution, you must offer unconditional love in words, thoughts, feelings, and deeds towards all life forms and all kingdoms living on this planet. This is the only way because love is the main key. There is not an atom of creation that has manifested through love. There is not an atom of certain that you can choose not to love. If you wish to move forward in the spirit level, animals function at the fourth and fifth dimensional levels. They are all connected to the higher body of light. All humans are connected to their own self, own higher selves, their God presence existing in higher dimensions and living in each art. The higher self of being, your own God presence, is a glorious, intelligent, powerful being of unlimited perfection and splendor. Your third dimensional life on the earth reflects only a small portion of totality of your divinity. In creation, in higher realms, there is so much thing or lesser, lower, better than, or not so good, etc. They are all labels limited human awareness. All are equal, loud, and considered expressions of God in constant motion. Evolution is called evolution. There is difference between you and the animals, but it is not what you have been led to believe. My friends, in the Sabbatarian cities, we have much more respect for animals and consider them as the younger brothers and sisters on the ladder of evolution. We treat animal life with the same consideration and love we would like to receive for ourselves. Let's say that in human life, for example, there are 10 children. Would you say that the younger ones are the inferior to the older ones just because they have less life experience and do not yet to know as much as the older ones? Would you say that younger ones do not deserve to be treated with as much love and consideration because they were born later than the others? Or they can be abused just because they are not yet as developed as the older ones? That is a question asking Hadama Master. I would think not. You know very well that in few years they will catch up. So it is my friends with the animals in hierarchy or family of the body of one Godhead, the animals who share our planet or the younger members. It is my expression that you will understand the point I am trying to make. Everyone in creation has consciousness, from the greatest to the smallest. Ultimately, all are considered equal. As I mentioned before, we in our care in Telos, a large number of species of animals that have been extinct from the Earth's surface for a very long time. Other civilizations who have been underground longer than we also hold in their large care, large number of animal species that have been extinct from the surface or even longer. We have many species of cats. These sizes vary from 5 to 6 pounds to several hundred pounds. We have species of dogs and horses that are more evolved in their ones, as you know, on the surface, and will bring you much delight when they are eventually allowed to emerge among us. Most of our animals are larger than the ones you have. For example, many of the big cats are almost twice the size of the ones on the surface. Many horses are larger, but some have retained a size that you will really to be able to enjoy. Our animals are very dear to us. Be assured that they will be released into your hands until violence is totally eliminated from your hold. All our animals are gentle and have never experienced any negativity or violence of any sort. Anyone can walk with them to in a total safety and cuddle with them, including large cats that weigh several hundred pounds. None of the animals have been fear of humans, neither they kill or eat each other. They are all vegetarians. Our animals have never been haunted or caged. They are allowed to live their full lifespan, which is much longer than surface animals. Be assured that we will not take the chance of releasing any one of them into the surface civilization as long as there is slightly possible for them to hurt or receive less love than they are accustomed to. We recognize the unique intelligence and each species of animal arrives with, and we have no need for them to be submissive. They are docile and willing to be pleased. Telepathic communication is all that is needed for us to have total cooperation from any animal. So, telepathic, Adama Master is telling, telepathically they will talk with the animals in the telos. On behalf of all civilizations of the earth within, I say to you that it is great day and anticipation that we will watch all of you, our dear brothers and sisters, as you open your minds, hearts, and souls to the animal kingdom and begin changing the way you have perceived and treated them. We send you our love, our light and friendship. We very much look forward to the time of our emergence to the surface to be with you again, to shake your hands and to teach you what we learned from the living thousands for years in the vibration of love. Peace and brotherhood, free of war, control, greed, fear, manipulation, and endless bureaucracy. Together, we will forge a very bright future for all citizens of the new earth. When we emerge from the subterranean abodes through the maze of tunnels leading to every country and city on the planet, it will be the time of great rejoicing for all those who open their hearts and minds and receive. We are senior brothers and sisters, and we love you all dearly. So, this is a 8 chapter masters, 9 chapter masters, sorry. So, tomorrow we'll read the chapter 10 masters. Thank you for attending the session, masters. And this book is a great knowledge. We don't even know for so long. This is like unveiled mysteries, and so many books are there, masters, which we doesn't even know the knowledge. And this is also whatever is in secret doctrine. This has been explained very clearly here. There, like it's like Vedas and everything explained. Very difficult to understand, but this book is like very. We are very fortunate through Universal Life School. We are reading. We are doing these sessions, and this knowledge should spread around. And everybody, please spread it and take the light and change your lives, masters. This is the way of taking the light energy into your bodies, and you can practice it, and you can change your lives to be peaceful, happy all the time. Yeah, thank you. Thank you for attending the sessions, masters. Those who are in the sessions, please rejoin, masters. Thank you. Thank you, masters. And my name is Sarita. I'm from Maryland, USA. So I'm very honored to doing these sessions for Universal Life School, which is through Vishwa Master Garu. Thanks to him, and love him so much for giving us in the sessions, giving us all this opportunity for me and also in the session and through YouTube. Thank you. Thank you all, masters. Love you, masters.